right, boys and girls, welcome to Word Problem Wednesday. You are going to be in your Word Problem Wednesday book. It is green and it should be in your packet that you received, that your parents picked up from the school. You should have, before you come to this video, you should have watched the video on cubes on how to break down a math word problem. What we're going to do today is I'm going to read the questions to the math word problem, and I would like for you to try to work out every problem. I know that there's not a lot of paper to work out the problems, so if you go to page 3 in your book, and we're on page 2 right now, if you go to page 3 in your book, you have a whole page that you can work out the problems. Please make sure that you're numbering your problems as we go. It will help you stay organized. So every week on Wednesday, you're going to have a word problem. And you're going to have 5 questions that go along with it. And in the corner, you have a QR code. Now, just because you have a QR code doesn't mean you can cheat and just write down the answers. I am going to be looking for you solving each problem. So what I want you to do is on the other sheet of paper, I want you to write number 1, you're going to do number 1. Number 2, you're going to do number 2. 3, and so on. You're going to put your final answers here. Okay? You're going to screenshot a copy of your work page so that I can see that you have worked out every problem and not just did the QR code and wrote the answer. So what we're going to do today, I am going to read these aloud to you. If you need them read aloud, they'll be read aloud to you. You can listen to them and hit pause if you need to. If you need to stop and solve the problem. So I'm going to go ahead and read those to you now. So our math story problem challenge, this is task 1, a place for the dog. Mr. Jones is planning to plant grass and place a fence in the small area for his dog. The rectangular dimensions are 12 by 15 feet. The grass costs 50 cents per square foot. The small fence costs $8 per linear foot. When we look at linear, boys and girls, linear, what do we see in linear? We see the word line. So linear means in a line. So for the word problem, it's always good to go ahead and read it twice. So I'm going to go back and read it again before we start on our questions that go along with the word problem. Mr. Jones is planning to plant grass and place a fence in a small area for his dog. The rectangular dimensions are 12 by 15 feet. The grass costs 50 cents per square foot. The small fence costs $8 per linear foot. And then that's the end of your beginning of the word problem. Now we're going to go to problem 1. How many feet of fence are needed for the total perimeter? Boys and girls, when you're thinking about the perimeter, remember it's the rim or around the figure. When we build a fence, we build it around something. Question 2. What is the total cost for the fence? Number 2. What is the total cost for the fence? Number 3. How many square feet of grass are needed for the total area? Boys and girls, let's think about that area formula. What is the formula for area? Area equals length times width. What is the total cost for the grass is number 4. What is the total cost of the grass? And number 5, if Mr. Jones spends an additional $50 for tools, what is the total cost of the entire project? Be careful with this one. If he spends an additional $50 for tools, what is the total cost for the entire project? Boys and girls, if you will, go over to page 3. You're going to number problem 1. Show me your answer. Please make sure you are labeling your answer. When you are finished, make sure you upload and submit into Google Classroom. Thank you.